this next team also built a mobile app. They're focused also on AR, but they took a really cool take on like Scrabble or Words with Friends, sort of in our playing in the world around us as kind of your city with all your letters and words. And it's very, very exciting. I don't want to steal their thunder, so let's just jump right into Alphabet City.
Hi everyone, my name is Diana, and this is Itai, Alan, and Daniela. We created the app Alphabet City. Alphabet City is a location-based word game that incorporates augmented reality. Think Words with Friends meets Pokemon Go. In our game, users can explore their city to search for letters and use those letters to create words and earn points. Those words are then placed on a map for others to see. We came to FullStack to master building web apps using modern JavaScript, but we also wanted to explore tech beyond just the desktop web. To create our app, we use React Native, React Navigation, and the Expo SDK. This allowed us to create a completely native iOS app and also harness the hardware capabilities of the iPhone. As soon as a user opens the app, we begin to track their current location, and we continue to do this using Expo's location module. Using React Native maps developed by Airbnb, we place markers on the map, including one for the user's current location and many more for the surrounding letters. Once a user signs up and logs in, they can see their available letters and also take a number of actions, which Itai will now walk us through.
So a user can drop one of their current letters by using that drop-down menu we have right here. We are storing all of the information about a user's current letters in the Redux store, and we need to do this because we're actually using this data throughout the app. We're using the JavaScript library geolib to calculate the distance between a user and all of the letters on the map. And once a user gets close to a letter, they'll get a contextual alert which will allow them to enter ARView and pick up the letter. We've scattered letters all over the map, and they're all represented by these purple circles. The radius of the circle is proportional to the letter point value. So the higher the point value, the bigger the circle. And the letter is not actually in the center of the circle. It's actually displaced randomly. So it's harder to find high value letters when you are in AR. Now here's Daniela with backend routes and front-end navigation.
So our users' apps connect to a backend server hosted on Heroku, where we store our game data users' information. So when a user submits a word, it's posted on their server endpoint and then via an AJAX request and then checked for validity against a dictionary in the backend. User experience was very important to us when designing Alphabet City. For example, to create the experience of having an actual physical letter tile rack, we use a React Native sortable grid, which allows the user to rearrange the tiles and create a word with the tiles they have in their current hand. We also wanted to navigate intuitively between a main view and detailed screens using React Navigator. React Navigator stores its state internally, which actually creates some issues when it's used in an app like ours that stores its state with Redux. So to unify these, we wrapped our navigator state with a React component, which was itself wrapped with the store. And Alan will talk about 3D graphics.
Thanks, Daniela. So 3D rendering in AR in React Native was a big challenge for us. We start with a Expo GL view, which extends React Native's view component and includes an interface between WebGL and Three.js, the go-to JavaScript library for graphics rendering. On top of that, we layer the experimental library, Expo 3, which gives us access to the AR session and allows us to pin objects in the AR plane. Whenever you're working with a new technology like Expo 3, you're bound to run into bugs and limitations. But when we encountered these, we filed issues on GitHub with Expo, and we even were able to work with a member of the Expo team to find solutions and workarounds that worked for us. In Alphabet City, In Alphabet City, the city is your board and your bag of letters. We've scattered letters all around the real Alphabet City, as well as QR codes for our app. If you'd like to see the code, you can do so today on GitHub. And if you'd like to play our game, we invite you to download the Expo Client app to get started and scan the QR code to the left or follow the Expo link to the right. We had such an amazing time building this app, and we hope you enjoyed playing it. This is Alphabet City. Thank you.
Vote for Alphabet City here on the post. Wow, Gord, these AR projects are incredible. I'm blown away how much they're able to get done in such a short time. And not that I really have to give credit to that team because I think they have a very sharp eye for design. That whole app was beautiful.
Yeah,
it's like,
I was going to point that out. The app is honestly, it's gorgeous, and I think that they did a really good job with like game logic, like giving fuzzy directions on where a letter could be to kind of add a little bit of element of actually finding in the game, and it looks really. And they stumbled with a bunch of challenges, like they mentioned that they actually reached out to the developers and spoke to them and found bugs with Expo 3, and it was really cool. So I got to give them a lot of credit. A lot of cool AR projects this time around, honestly.
Good work. I feel like Expo QR codes for AR apps is going to be like the new Subway sticker thing, right? It's like
yeah. Just download. Yeah, it's helping Expo out. So.